you probably didn't expect these types of videos to come back, haven't you? It's been a really long time, almost 5 years since I last did a reaction on Christian Miracle's Everything Wrong with WWE. Last being Money in the Bank 2020 when it came to the huge Money in the Bank race, which is still one of my favorite Money in the Bank ladder matches and cinematic matches. And I was originally going to wait on doing my reaction on everything wrong with WrestleMania 41 in the future, in the next 2 or 3 months, since that's probably the biggest opportunity to do a reaction off of a return but from someone that I really enjoyed the most. But in all honesty, since this Everything Wrong with WWE Premium Live event took place at his hometown, it's honestly accurate to do a reaction now, because honestly, it's gonna take a long time until he does WrestleMania 41. Let's be real. Elimination Chamber 2025 is a unique pay-per-view premium live event, to say the least, and it's really well known when it comes to the ending of that event. And for the surprise of returning with these types of reactions, I have a surprise towards the end of this video, since it will probably give Christian Miracle somewhat of an enjoyment, judging of how he enjoys my reactions. But at this point, let's not waste any more time, and let's begin my reaction of Everything Wrong with WWE Elimination Chamber Toronto.
Someone help me.
He's still going strong with the Optimistic Empire even after 10 years. The biggest heel turn in WWE history.
This show gave me pneumonia, and I wish I was kidding. I'm 0 for 2 when it comes to leaving a WWE PLE in my own kingdom of Toronto and not contracting an illness.
I really feel bad for you,
COVID-19
to be
at Money in the
honest.
Bank, and now this year I contracted pneumonia at Elimination Chamber. I'm sensing a scary pattern.
Yeah, really scary
Having the
pattern.
Hitman McAllister gathering as many weapons as he can for the upcoming unsanctioned match with Sami Zayn. The reason I'm sending this is because he doesn't end up bringing the bag of collected weapons with him for the actual fight.
Yeah, that's something
WWE
you should
raised
probably
the
do
Elimination
before a
Chamber
match
about
like
5
this.
minutes ago just to drop it back down. Makes you wonder why it was surrounding the ring throughout the entire 2-hour pre-show. If you're
They
trying to
probably
show the
want
viewers
people
a
to
great
look at the
view of
ring.
audience, maybe don't point the cameras at the
Yeah, that's
blinding
too much. I can understand people's reaction when it comes to
politics. I get that WWE
spotlights
may have major plans
in
for
your
Alexa
eyes. I can
Bliss,
understand the
but
WrestleMania 35
she's kind
complaints.
of been absent throughout the entire build to the Elimination Chamber except for her win, and she's also been absent for several weeks afterward. Roxanne Perez tried to feel taller standing close to Alexa Bliss, then realized Alexa is taller than her as well. Aw, crap, what do I do? Wade Barrett is the wrong person to ask about what the Elimination Chamber feels like for these women, because he's actually been in a real Elimination Chamber match, not this bouncy playhouse. Yes, I'm gonna keep calling it that until they either revert back to the real cage and stop being pussies.
It's
or
probably
I
gonna
got
be
old
like
age
this
and
for a
they're still
while,
suffering.
so it's honestly depressing.
Alicia, you're a little late here. Naomi has already made it to the ring. Jade Cargill, you're a little too late. The bell has rung and the cage door has been shut and locked. If you wanted to make a dramatic reveal, you should have done that about 2 minutes ago. The only reason I send that is because the match started for a full 15 seconds before Jade's music hit, and the freaking door is still open.
I
for
didn't
some
watch
reason.
the
Why
intros
fuck
since
is
I
the
was
cage
doing
door
something
even
else in the
open first
meantime,
place?
but
It
I
doesn't
did
make
see
logical
this
sense for the
part.
door to be open after the bell rang. Plus, the referee should at least be trying to keep the door closed so Jade can't interfere. You know, the whole point of this match. 5 cents for not doing this the right way. Jade Cargill beating down Naomi while Bianca Belair helplessly hammers on the pod door screaming her lungs out made this scene perfect. Shocked it took this long for Jade to return, but hey, this was fun.
Oh,
Yikes, that looked like it almost hurt the way the door stopped before ever coming near
of
Naomi.
course.
Not gonna lie, I preferred it when the spotlight shone on each of the chambers. At least then it looked like a random draw. Maybe they got tired of always being off sync with the buzzer and went down the route of shining a single light one time instead. Bianca Belair trying to exit the Elimination Chamber, not realizing that could very well count as her eliminating herself by leaving the structure. That'd be hilariously awkward for Liv Morgan to wait for another 3 to 4 minutes after 2 eliminations took place without her breaking a sweat.
Taking advantage.
And then Liv sends Bianca into the 3 remaining pods, accidentally releasing everyone into the match. Free for all. Never before have I seen a more appropriate sponsorship for the ring mat. WWE remembered that this is the Bouncy Playhouse, so let's promote a movie about a man who feels zero pain. Matches this cage perfectly. That's not a center mover, by the way, it's just a funny convenience. If Roxanne Perez really wants to do damage to Bianca Belair here, why not just tie her braid up against the cage?
And both women down now. I think the first 10 seconds.
2 wrestlers clothesline each other at the same time, which signals the next countdown to occur in an Elimination Chamber match cliche. I wish I was kidding, but that's the common signal for open the next pod.
Turn to enter the Elimination Chamber.
Bayley tries to exit out one door, only to find that the one to her right is the only one open. Which makes me question, what's the point of these pods having 2 doors if you're just going to open one of them?
Back in.
Why are we putting these light tubes inside the
I have
chamber
no
pods
idea
if
why
fall
they
off
have
that
light
easily?
tubes in
Was
them.
that
It really
WWE
feels
scene if anyone
pointless.
would actually try and use the light tubes as weapons once they fall off?
Scotty Barnes, who plays in this building for the Rappers.
Michael, the Toronto Raptors play in the
Of course.
Scotiabank Arena down the street. We're in the Rogers
Truthfully,
Center, where
it
Blue
ruins the
Jays
purpose
attempt
since
to
I
play
see the
baseball and
ooh
fail
part at the
miserably
end,
all
but
time.
still, it's really no surprise. I would
Bayley
laugh
doing
at
the
your
pin, not Bianca
jokes,
Belair.
but
Double knees to the
Alexa Bliss pulls
none of
back
this
the
is
middle
mostly
rope,
new
which
to
somehow
me.
causes Bayley to go sailing across the ring. Doesn't make much logical sense because all that would do is cause Bayley to lose her grip on the rope and land face first on it.
the chamber to try to force something here.
Giving Bayley credit for the experience by dragging herself to the chain wall so Roxanne's hand can get sandwiched, forcing the break of the submission.
For both women.
Ooh.
Every time Bianca Belair uses her braid of hair as a whip, it's brutal.
I really
Seeing her
found
use it on Liv
satisfaction when
Morgan
she
atop the
uses
chamber bar
that.
makes me cringe so hard that I'll take off 3 sins.
Perez eliminated by Bliss.
Alexa Bliss eliminates Roxanne Perez, then proceeds to channel her inner CM Punk by sitting
course.
cross-legged in the middle of the ring.
Didn't forget about Ray.
Which Ray? Judging by recent events, there's gonna be 2 of them running about here in the WWE.
Yeah, definitely.
Roll through by Belair.
This dumbass referee being out of place when Bianca Belair rolls up Liv Morgan. It's not like there's anything else going on. These are the final 3 participants.
Into the chamber. A number of times.
Even after getting whipped by the braid, Liv Morgan still uses it against Bianca Belair with this genius move. Gotta give her props even when she risked Bianca whipping her with more extreme force than the last time. And the last time was insane.
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair winning the Elimination Chamber match despite being in the middle of the
I
feud with
honestly
Naomi and
wanted
Jade Cargill just didn't sit right
Jade
with me. She
Cargill
went
to
from
face
crying in
Bianca
despair to,
Belair.
"Yay, I'm
I
going
really
to
want
WrestleMania.
that
Who cares what
compared
just
to
happened in under
Jade
30
Cargill
minutes?"
versus
And even when
Naomi
she
if it does
confront
happen at
Naomi about this, she
WrestleMania.
still goes from "How can you do this?"
It's
to,
really
"Yay, I'm
depressing
going
the
to
fact that
WrestleMania. Who
she's
cares
still
what just
in the
happened?"
the
Also, I find
title
it weird
picture
that someone
rather
who
than
mostly
just
dominated in the
facing
tag
off Jade
division last year
Cargill. That
gets
would
the
have been the
world title
perfect
match at
women's
WrestleMania,
match
but
at
someone who
WrestleMania
dominated the
without
world
a
title
championship
division
on the
last year
line.
gets the tag team title scene at WrestleMania. How does that logic work? WWE showed the city of Toronto, proceeded to show footage of the new 2K25 video game, and then back to another shot of the city
Yeah.
of Toronto. My kingdom is
I
beautiful,
probably didn't see this
but we
part
really
because I
should
was
get back to the action in the
brushing my
Rogers
teeth or
Center.
something.
We only have 4 matches
This
on the
happens
card
every
for a
time I
premium
watch
live
these
event, then
shows.
every single match
gonna go
must
take a
count as a
drink.
major big deal with 0 room for fillers. WWE looked at the other champions not scheduled for the show, the rivalries, and potential bangers they could bring to the stadium event, and said, fuck all that, let's have a waste-of-time tag team match that has 0 impact on the future and means absolutely nothing. Also,
Really
I understand
depressing.
that this is Trish Stratus' 25th anniversary,
Really
but you
depressing.
could have at least decided to pull a Lita from 2022 and have Trish take on Rhea Ripley or Tiffany Stratton for their respective championships.
Yeah.
You could turn
Honestly,
the
I would
story
rather
into Trish
watch
wanting that one last shot at WrestleMania,
Trish
and
Stratus
the story would be
face
awesome.
Tiffany Stratton
I
for
never get hired
the
for
Women's
creative team because
Championship.
my
That would have
ideas
been
make way
good.
too much sense.
It's gonna be Tiffy and Trishy time.
Tiffy and Trishy time.
Yeah, I know
Nia
it.
Jax is more interested in fighting this random kid at ringside for wanting a high five than she is the actual tag team match. And for once, I can't say I blame her.
Candice LeRae next to her, obviously willing to do whatever.
Yeah, it's called fear of getting released.
Yeah, well, at least it's not really the case
Well,
when it
that's
comes
just sad.
to
We waste one of
how
the 4 matches,
WWE's
so
now
Trish
without
Stratus
Vince
could have another
McMahon.
big WWE moment at Rogers Center, and the fans couldn't care less about her appearance given the extreme lack of reaction when her music played.
Trish Stratus likes to call the Air Canada.
Until Scotiabank stepped in and said, "We will take over the naming rights of that move you just did, just like we did to the former Air Canada Center across the street."
Trish Stratus has never lost a tag team match in Canada.
Plot armor.
Dax.
Would have
Well,
been jinxing,
Trishy
but
right infringement.
it's actually
Or it's
plot
because
armor
Trish Stratus has
now.
been saying it's Trishy time during this short match.
It's pretty stratifying to watch, isn't it?
Don't you start with me, Pat. You're already on thin ice. Let's not break it here.
Chop by Stratus driving.
I don't see how those chops are supposedly affecting Nia Jax, considering Trish Stratus isn't putting much effort into them, and Nia is wearing mostly a protective bodysuit. Nia Jax wasting precious time taunting the crowd and pulling Trish Stratus's hair. Let me know when this match ends, Dave. I'm gonna go get some dinner. I intentionally waited until now to eat. No joke, that's literally what happened at the stadium.
How do you think the kids are feeling? Probably not well if they're watching their mom getting beat up.
Actually, then they would be cheering because they know this is how mom's career is supposed to go. I always rolled my eyes at commentators saying that children of the wrestlers are sad or upset at their parent getting beaten up, when the reality is they're saying, "This is awesome."
Oh boy.
Oh, sure, it's disrespectful when Nia Jax does the stink face, but when Rikishi does it, it's the greatest thing to happen on planet Earth.
It's mainly the fact that he did it false, and everyone else who does that,
Tiffany
including the
Stratton makes
woman like
hot
Kelly
tag and has to
Kelly,
slow herself down because
won't be able to
Candice LeRae is
replicate
not in
it.
proper positioning. Come on, Candice.
That's the sad thing. Doing it the false time is
Actually, it was a
honestly
stunt to Candice LeRae and what looked like a drop
is
kick
honestly
gone
the
wrong
greatest
by Nia
thing ever,
Jax.
but times after that from other wrestlers it won't.
Trish Stratus clearly beat Nia Jax
Yep.
due to Candice
I
LeRae
know
once
it.
again not being in the proper positioning. The referee stopped his count for whatever stupid reason. I'm throwing in 5 cents because this match absolutely sucks. Also, why go for a moonsault? Your partner is in danger of being pinned and you decide to be flashy about it? The right thing to do here would be to stomp on Trish to break the pin and then try the moonsault. WWE already showed these wrestlers arriving at the stadium for this event, so let's show them all over again because we love wasting your time with these constant breaks. After showing
I mean,
10
it's
minutes
one
worth of
thing
ads
to have
for the city of
less
Toronto, the
matches
wrestlers
on
about
this
to
show
compete,
when it comes to
celebrities
too
in the
much
audience. Now
quantity,
we're going
but
to
at the
show
same
another 5 to 10
time,
minutes worth of ads for
this
Dr.
is a
Rock
little
and Cody
overboard.
Rhodes. These shows
Honestly,
get longer
doing
and
6
longer,
matches
with
in
less
one
and less
show is
wrestling.
honestly the right
Off with
amount.
this.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight. Holy hell!
Holy hell indeed. That is quite the 30,000 drop of fans who were here the last time WWE was at Rogers Center in 2002.
For now, let's take a look.
I'd rather just watch the match at this point because I've already been sitting and waiting for the last
Yeah,
20+
this is
minutes.
one of those issues with these
Also,
premium
after
live
years
events
and
is that
years
they
of
take up
feuding,
too much time, and there
betrayal,
will have been a
makeups, and
balance. Like I
repeat.
said,
How the fuck do
6
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens
matches
ever trust
with
each
just
other again?
one above
They really
5
need to pick
is
a lane
easily
and
enough to
stay
fill up
with
the
it,
card.
Because I don't think repeating
I'm just
the same
saying.
storyline of "you were my brother, Anakin, I loved you" is going to suffice anymore.
For anything that you see happen.
So, can they legally fuck each other in this? Introducing Sami Zayn from Canada as if expecting him to get a hometown hero pop. Sorry, but he's from Montreal, and Toronto kinda hates Montreal when it comes to sports.
Ooh.
If anything, both Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are in enemy territory when you truly think about it. K Maple Leaf shirt.
A little help from his lifetime threat, and he didn't get it.
That is honestly the dumbest reason to have an unsanctioned match. I'm mad at you because you didn't help me win the world title, and now you die by my hands. Stupid, stupid, stupid. WWE shuts off all the lights for this match, but not the other matches.
They probably wanted to
WWE
make
says
this a
is
lot
an
more
unsanctioned
serious
match,
between the
but if they
two,
don't
despite
want
the
to be
main matches
responsible
that they
for what
had.
happens, it really makes me question why it's in their official ring.
Over the past 6
I mean, the
months,
storyline in
Zayn
this
starts throwing chairs
does
into the ring,
work,
which
but at the
allows
same
Kevin Owens to have
time,
unlimited access to
it
them.
take.
After all the
I've
wars
seen
these two had
these
against each other over the
people
years, one
wrestle
would
each
think
other so
Sami
many
wouldn't be
times
stupid
that
enough to give Kevin
this just
weapons, and
this
here
just
we are.
didn't caught my interest. No offense.
See what happens?
And I can't believe that this relationship has come to this.
How? These two have spent more time hating each other and beating the crap out of each other than they ever did teaming up with each other.
They're at each other's weddings, guys.
Am I supposed to feel bad about that? Or some sort of crazy emotion? Because I hate to break it to you, I've heard this exact same story over and over and over.
Yeah.
How these two are best friends, been at each other's weddings.
More of
known
a
each
reason
other's
onto
kids
why I
since
wasn't
birth.
interested in
Why
this
am I supposed to
match.
care about any of that again?
But come on, you got to be a human being, right?
Michael Cole, fuck being a human being in this match. It's unsanctioned for a reason. Just let these two kill each other and stop trying to play the part of their damn couples therapist. Autistic force feeding while trying to eat your opponent at the same time. That is just getting weird.
He just hit Kevin Owens in the head with Dominic Mysterio.
Really? Oh my god. Truth be told, the Dominic Mysterio material is honestly getting old, since it's been 2 years since he faced Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 39.
Considering the inflation of prices on food and beverages, Sami Zayn is wasting valuable items here. I would be cool with this if it didn't cost me a fucking lung transplant just to get a sandwich these days.
Kevin Owens now grabbing Wade's monitor.
Sami Zayn was watching Kevin Owens the entire time and didn't once think to duck the obvious monitor shot incoming.
Kevin Owens. Oh my! Did a backflip.
Wade Barrett has no sense of direction, as Sami Zayn clearly did a front flip through the table.
Front flip.
Owens. Oh, shit.
This is where the brutal moments kick in. Brain buster onto the unfolded chair, which barely budged on the impact. This is getting good. This asshole be like, am I on camera? Quick peek. Yep, I'm on camera. This is my top position. It's the only way to keep the spotlight on me. The referee gets knocked over at the crucial point in the match cliche.
Here's another official. Oh my God.
Every time Charles Robinson runs a long ramp to the ring to count the pin, it never ends well for him. Surprised he hasn't trained himself to fight back when these situations happen.
Well, he's getting past his prime. Granted, he's not qualified to being a wrestler, but at the same time, he's still getting old.
And most of it was Kevin Owens putting himself through the table due to it being too close to the corner. Darn, maybe next time it'll work out better for him.
Sami, I am begging you to just stay down.
Michael Cole wanting Sami Zayn to be a quitter.
Oh, Jesus.
The reaction to Sami Zayn pulling out a steel chair wrapped in barbed wire was epic. This is when you know shit is about to get even more crazy than it already is. Mama Miracle said, I think Mick Foley's been here tonight.
And KO drop toe hold, face first.
Ow! Oh wait, that's right, that was barbed wire. I'm supposed to react better than that. Ow shit, my fucking eye!
Ooh!
You sick motherfucker!
Kevin, enough!
The only thing I say enough to is enough with the reactions from people making funny faces. They're ruining the moment.
Oh my God, you sick bastard!
Michael Cole is doing a great job at this moment because he is absolutely frightened at the carnage Kevin Owens is causing. You can feel the intensity in the stadium and at home. That's when you know these two have put on a classic.
Yeah. I mean, granted, the match is good, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to see I don't want to see another match between the two. I'm just saying.
To feed your own ambition. Sorry, every time I hear that phrase, I start singing Defying Gravity. Sure, Randy Orton has returned, but Kevin Owens could still hit the pile driver on Sami Zayn right now, given how much Randy has taken his time here. What's honestly stopping Kevin from just finishing him off right now?
Plot armor. Or plot convenience.
Really doesn't seem in any hurry to save Sami Zayn's life, does he? Randy Orton successfully connects the RKO on Kevin Owens, then spends nearly 3 minutes hyping up the punt kick.
It's gonna happen at WrestleMania 41.
If there's anything WWE did great for this upcoming main event, it was stack the hell out of it. Yes, even Logan Paul counts as a stack card because, much as we don't personally like the guy, he's undeniably one of the greatest wrestlers on the current roster.
This begins with 2 superstars.
Unnecessary repeating of the rules of the Elimination Chamber, considering we already know how this works from the prior Chamber match. Also, nearly 20 minutes of entrances.
Of course. Likes 20 minutes.
Logan Paul has entered a pod and the doors almost close, but then for some stupid reason, they open back up and Logan is told to enter the pod on the other side of the cage. Does it really fucking matter which pod they go in since it's all a random draw? Adding 5 sins because nobody is assigned an exact pod here. Playing 2 different themes at the same time while adding more awkwardness where I didn't think it was possible to do so. Damian Priest non-pyro. Damian, actually you're supposed to enter inside the pod on the far right, on the other side of Logan Paul. I love that John Cena is doing his retirement tour, but he should have at least been given a qualifying match to earn his place. It's a sin that he was just added while
he's probably only going to wrestle on premium live events. I wish that he was wrestling on Raw as well, but it's honestly depressing that he's only wrestling on premium live events.
Now you're right.
He's getting older, sure, but still, this really felt like passionate returning when it comes to wrestling, in my point of view on John Cena.
He's fine. He bounced in the air on the trampoline. Seth Rollins is A-okay here. 8 years later, still freaking hate this disgusting thing. CM Punk's first mission is the main event WrestleMania. His second mission is to fix the light tubes that keep falling all over his pod. Considering the light tubes keep falling off of the chamber pods, I highly doubt this bouncy playhouse is well constructed.
Obviously.
Guess you could say it was a good thing Drew McIntyre countered with a Glasgow kiss, otherwise Damian Priest would have missed everyone in his attempt to flip onto the trampoline outside.
It's absolute torture.
Logan Paul has not even entered the match yet, nor did anything but stand around, and he's already getting fuck you chants. Boy, I wonder how crazy loud the crowd would be if Logan becomes a world champion. We might have a contender over Roman Reigns on the post-WrestleMania 33 edition of Raw.
Jeez. I mean, Logan Paul is a person that I am familiar with, even if I never met him, but jeez, it's really difficult to take the guy seriously with all the stuff that he's been doing.
Haha, fuck you.
What?
WWE is now in the Netflix era, but for some stupid reason, they decided
I still
to bleep
watch
out
this
any
show
fucking
on
chants from the
Peacock,
audience.
even though it's not
It's
going
one
to
thing bleep
last
out cussing from the
long.
wrestlers themselves, but WWE has zero control over the audience, so stop muting them. It ruins the experience for everyone, fuckers. Bleep that out, shithead.
Yeah, 25
Damian
cents.
Priest be like, I have no way of getting myself into WrestleMania.
Oh,
Must
15
target
cents.
and eliminate Drew McIntyre at both the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber. When in doubt, cost someone a championship match twice, and you'll easily punch your ticket into WrestleMania. It's that easy. Post-elimination assault.
Oh my god, more
Unnecessary muting of the
audio
to censor
muting.
F-bombs. WWE really must be desperate for Cody Rhodes to be the one to unleash the first uncensored F-bomb that they'll censor all the wrestlers and even the audience from doing so as well.
I guess it is annoying, but it's probably for the reveal that makes it
CM Punk
better.
lost his chance to main event WrestleMania 40 last year. He jinxed
Hopefully
himself
he
with the
can main
second
event
consecutive
night 1 of WrestleMania 41,
Maybe if
hopefully.
you two weren't staring at each other for nearly 2 minutes, you'd have the chance to fight before Seth Rollins interfered. Stay out of it? Seth, I'm literally a competitor in this match and could go after whoever I want whenever I want. Oh, and by the way,
Attitude adjustment.
Here we go again with another
Okay,
3
maybe
minutes
off
of
sync,
staring
but
contest
still.
when we have eliminated half the field. We're approaching the 3-hour mark, but we must reach 4 for some reason.
Around, looking perhaps for a half crab.
Seriously? You've been calling John Cena matches for over 20 years, knowing full
Even
well
in the
that this is
Triple H
John Cena
era,
walking
it's
in his
always
signature
mistakes
STF.
like this.
And you say he's going for a half Boston Crab? You can't possibly be this stupid, Michael.
For the stop, for the win, and a
Started to overdo it on the finisher kickouts. CM Punk has survived not 1 but 2 attitude adjustments, a long time stuck in the STF, a pedigree, and a curb stomp.
I actually
Finisher
want
kickouts
CM
are
Punk
fine,
to win
as
this
long as
match
they're
so
not
that he can
constant.
finally main event
Unfortunately,
WrestleMania,
tonight,
but
they are constant. Which
honestly,
makes the moves look weak as hell.
the main finisher kickouts is honestly a little bit surprising,
Elimination of
but
Seth Rollins was very creative. There have been
I
many
guess this
finisher
is probably
kickouts,
work
so
for
John Cena and
CM Punk versus
each
Seth
hit their
Rollins and
finishers on
versus
Seth one
Roman
after the other.
Reigns.
Perfection.
Yo.
Elimination due to outside interference is always a sin. Cody Rhodes figures that he should immediately show up for his segment with The Rock instead of waiting for John Cena to stop celebrating.
I was also
Full well
confused
WWE
on
would put in another
if
10
this was
minutes
going to
worth of
happen,
promotions. So we said, fuck that.
that this was happening
By
afterwards,
now, John
but
Cena has already signed his soul
least
to The
it
Rock,
would
but I
end the
wonder
show
how this segment
quickly.
would have gone had CM Punk or someone else won the Elimination Chamber. Would Rock be like, well, shit, I had a whole plan and it's gone up in smoke? Travis Scott thinking he's on the team. The Rock just slowly approaching the ring, dressed like he's
I don't
ready
even
to kick some
understand why
ass was
Travis is
amazing.
part of
Really has
this, but
everyone on the edge
it's
of their
probably for a
seats
guest
knowing
host,
Cody
but
Rhodes
it was
has a decision to
advertised.
make. It'd be a better entrance without Travis Scott video bombing the whole thing. The Rock pulling the abusive spouse touches the cheek of his victim in a fake love and way card. No wonder Cody says what he's about to. This is gross.
I gave my soul to these people a long time ago.
If that was always the answer, then why did you wait until now to tell The Rock? Sure, Rock said to wait until the Elimination Chamber event to think it through, but Cody Rhodes had already made his choice by then if he gave his soul to the fans a long time ago. Purposefully trolling?
Go fuck yourself.
Yep.
The absolute cinema of this legendary moment, the signal from The Rock, the dead stare from John Cena, and the sound of the audience who knows what just happened but refuses to believe it. We are in uncharted territory, folks. Removing 50 sins for this. That was absolutely worth putting this after the main event.
with brass knuckles.
That's an obvious Rolex, Michael. I can understand that you're just as shocked as the rest of us, but that ain't brass knuckles. John Cena had to interfere and push Cody Rhodes back down to protect him because Travis Scott tried to legitimately snap Cody's spine. That and a legitimate punch to Cody's eardrum.
Oh,
makes
I've
Travis
actually
deserve
heard
a
information
legitimate
that
receipt because
Cody
this
was almost
unacceptable.
injured from
He had
this.
no business being here. I don't care how big a fan some people are.
I guess that kind of
No
makes
business
sense.
at all.
Oh, 10 cents. So that was everything wrong with Elimination Chamber Toronto, or 2025. And truth be told, it's really great to finally do these reactions again. Because even though that most of the sins that he does are still predictable regardless, I've actually thought about doing another reaction off of his videos after doing the consideration of doing reactions last month, since I'm busy doing videos for next year's summer. And in all honestly, this is really a good return in order to enjoy what I used to react to during my earlier years of our reactions. Granted, I'm mostly ashamed that I didn't be able to react to his other reactions during the time that I stopped doing reactions when it comes to the WrestleManias 37 through 40, since that they were really great. And of course, he's been doing big videos, as in no multi-parts anymore when it comes to one-night events. But in all honesty, I really need to take a break off of reactions, and my reactions were limited when it comes to returning to them last year, when I did 3 to a few reactions every once in a while. Now, the biggest surprise that I have for this video is that this is going to be a double reaction. I'm going to be reacting to everything wrong with WWE Raw, John Cena's heel promo. And since that this is connected to John Cena giving out his opinions on him being a heel for the first time since 2003 or 4, honestly, this is basically a gift for Kristen Miracle to see more reactions out of me. And I do have an idea on doing another reaction that isn't recent events, but I'll explain that after I do this reaction. This is my reaction of everything wrong with WWE Raw John Cena's heel promo.
Someone help me holding on, 'cause I still feel your hello, hello. I know that I'm living with ghosts.
Sorry. Ooh.
Heel promo hasn't even begun and I'm already removing a sin simply from hearing John Cena's music. The audience waits in anticipation for a potential new theme song and new merchandise from John Cena.
Well, truth be told, John Cena is doing new merchandise, but
before, they are both
it's still the same thing.
John is already controlling the audience.
Okay.
Right now, John Cena is full of anger and contempt at the WWE Universe. Meanwhile, he looks like he hasn't slept in 8 days. Somebody get this man a cup before he passes out on stage. Over 3 minutes of booing, "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chants, and John Cena debating about whether or not he should leave. Perhaps I'm on point with the no sleep in 8 days theory.
Someone is properly grounded.
Quoting your ex account.
I have been the victim of an abusive relationship.
Comparing millions of fans cheering/booing you to a relationship full of domestic abuse. It's not like anybody was hitting John Cena. The worst they did was throw his shirt back from the crowd.
From
Also,
ECW
much as I am
One Night
excited to
Stand
see John
2006.
Cena as a heel, or a human being as he says, the timing of this rant is a little off. He turns on the fans when they are all excited to see him, almost nobody booing, and accuses them of being emotionally
outside of the
abusive.
United
Literally
States,
everybody was
so
on your side
anyone
up until you turned
internationally
heel,
really
so
wanted to see wrestlers that they never got the chance
Are you
during
sure
the venues
they
that
are the
WWE went
perpetrators of the supposed abusive
to
relationship?
before Triple
You're
H
demanding
took
that they not be
control.
allowed to speak in any way, shape, or form. That's the abusive part.
I am not a babyface, not a heel. I'm a human being.
John Cena's version of Roman
Yeah.
Reigns' catchphrase from 2016. I'm not a good guy, I'm not a bad guy, I'm the guy.
That's
You
kind
let
of
me
the
know
truth.
really loud that you hated me.
If the booing fans bothered John Cena all this time, then logically he would have stayed away from WWE the moment he started going into the Hollywood scene. Coming back, hearing the support, and then accusing them of bullying at a time when nobody is doing that is questionable.
And it worked for a second, but then it wasn't enough.
To be fair, nobody who's a fan of professional wrestling wants a Superman who wins non-stop.
Yeah, that
and
is
never
honestly the
loses.
truth.
There are
Honestly,
wrestlers who do that, which
Cena
makes the
should
rejection
have stopped being WWE
Also, if John
champion
Cena
for a
switched
while
things up, hoping
once
people would
Edge
like him a
cashed
little more,
in.
Then why didn't he do that again when the Super Cena gimmick didn't work out? I'm gathering a lot of plot holes from this promo. Also, is that why he kept changing the color of his merchandise? People don't like me in orange. Let's see how they react to me in blue, and then purple, and then
Well,
green.
truth
Let's
be
get
told,
all
this is
the
pretty
colors of the
much
rainbow and see if it works out.
what his
Everything
march
I
would have been like if he was still
possibly
around
could.
without going to
I'm the guy who
Hollywood.
granted more wishes to sick kids and spent more time doing good for the better of people who needed it and responded well to it, but this is not enough. I hope John Cena isn't trying to get the approval of the IWC, because that place is a shithole full of people who don't care what they want unless it gives
I've
them
seen
attention.
so many
tried
people
one last time,
in that
and you ruined
community.
That is bullshit. Ever since John Cena announced his retirement, nobody ruined anything except for The Rock. How can you hear endless support and claim that they're not getting along with you? This promo is starting to make no sense now. Sorry, but this is not proving John Cena's point. Everyone is singing the goodbye song because of what you said to them right now, not because they were being toxic.
And you only care about yourself.
The internet wrestling community in a nutshell.
All you
It's
can think
redundant.
is, what do we get?
Well, yeah, that's kind of how this works. Those people you're talking to paid a shit ton of money to be here. Anybody who pays money to be somewhere is entitled to question what they get. Nobody pays money just to hear any you problems.
Obviously.
John Cena's coming to my town. What do we get?
You got a problem with people questioning who's going to be your opponent in their town when WWE shows up?
Not one of you sons of bitches asked me how I feel.
Because we're not supposed to. We don't know you on a personal level. We're not supposed to know you on a
Honestly,
personal
when
level.
John
We pay
Cena
to see you
did
wrestle.
the
We pay
face
to be
material
entertained. We're not
in
here to
the
listen to your personal
2000s and
problems because
2010s,
that's not our fucking problem.
he
It's
was
called business.
not being
And if
mostly
you're looking at
himself
this on
and
a personal
being
level,
way
then John Cena
more
is the one in the wrong.
the Superman
You get
character
nothing.
that people just don't really
What chance?
want.
Also, John Cena says we get nothing, yet will proceed to main event WrestleMania in the hopes of winning his 17th WWE Championship, which is what a lot of fans still want. So technically they aren't getting nothing, they're getting what they want.
And my time is finally now.
Hasn't it been your time for the last 20 plus years from the moment you won your first WWE
Yeah.
Championship? You won all these championships, main events of WrestleMania. many
Sometimes I
times,
just don't
facing the
understand
company.
these types
How is
of
your time
characters when they
finally
want
now when it's always
multiple
been? The more I watch this
times
promo,
being
the less
their
sense it's making.
time.
Brand new toy because you're about to put this one out to pasture.
To be fair, that's on you. You're the one who's retiring at the end of this year, so we're enjoying the ride while we still can.
Man, I support you.
John Cena admits there are fans who supported him throughout the last 25 plus years and still calls them abusive, further proving the only one committing abusive acts in this relationship is John himself.
What have you done to support me, huh?
Chanting "Let's go Cena," buying merchandise, paying hard-earned money to see him, and cheering until their voice is destroyed is somehow not enough support for John Cena. What the fuck else do you expect him to do, you asswipe?
You steal my personal moments.
How?
Really?
Explain
That
in detail how any of
okay.
makes
That I have
logical
to admit that
sense.
doesn't make
You
any
can't, then
sense.
even you don't know what you're talking about. I'm getting less excited because he's making less sense with every sentence.
Made me the butt of a stupid invisible joke.
That's your own fault because you coined the catchphrase "you can't see me" and it makes all the sense in the world to joke about not seeing you. Otherwise, why is it your catchphrase, huh?
You wear it to make you feel good.
John Cena, you wear this to make
I
you
wear
feel
these
good.
shorts
Also,
to feel
John Cena,
good,
I do
even
this
though it
because I
doesn't
want
work
people to feel good.
75% of the time.
Welcome to the list of fan memes, kid. We have added "Let Down by Cena Kid" to the list. Here, there's a spot
Unless
close
if
by
people
Shock
recognize the
Undertaker
show.
fan. It was supposed to be occupied by Shock CM Punk return fan, but I heard that guy's already got a throne elsewhere.
Listen to this. I'm breaking up with you.
Okay, bye. John Cena breaks up with the WWE Universe and expects him to be sad and upset about it. After all the nonsensical things he said, the only response for that is, okay, bye. The crowd in Belgium singing along to Cody Rhodes' song sounds a lot more personal than it ever did before. Singing not just because it's a great song and Cody Rhodes is the new face of the WWE, but also to stick it to John Cena after that crazy promo. It's their way of saying, you want to break up with us? Here is proof that we will be just fine without you.
The
Dizzy and shot at
drone.
the fans by this drone being controlled by someone who is clearly drunk.
Listen, kid. Enough!
Enough.
People complain saying Cody Rhodes only did this to
Cody
prevent
Rhodes
John
is
Cena
no
from
longer a
burying him on the
kid.
mic. I think Cody did it because even he knows a lot of what John said was nonsensical and didn't want to hear any more excuses. Plus, we still have a long way to go until WrestleMania.
Obviously,
You can't
a long
expect
way
him
to go
release
since it's
everything
happening
this
in
one single promo, right?
mid-late
me
or
ask
April.
But first, I gotta wait 30 seconds like I'm The Rock.
Meh.
Not this whiny bitch.
Everything John Cena said, everything Cody Rhodes said, overall, this was an amazing promo and I'm hyped for what's to come heading into WrestleMania 41. Let's go.
Here we go. So that was the bonus reaction of John Cena's heel promo. And truth be told, I really feel like that this feud between John and Cody will be excellent, but I didn't expect Christian to do a reaction off of it. So it gave me the knowledge of, I'm going to do a bonus reaction just to surprise him, unless if he saw the description of this video. I really gotta be honest that waiting for the reaction of doing his sins on WrestleMania 41 would be something that can give this channel something to pass the time, because these reactions are still becoming a thing from now on, since I'm busy for next year's summer schedule, if you're familiar with. And when it comes to what I said earlier, if I wanted to react to an old pay-per-view since for him, and since that this is WrestleMania season, I actually want him to send WrestleMania 2000. But since he's sick, it's probably best to wait, because sometimes he did WrestleMania sins after WrestleMania itself. It did happen, including other pay-per-views like the Royal Rumble. And since that he is sick right now, it's probably best to have him heal and get healthy. And I doubt that he's going to get the pay-per-views out on time, since that he was halfly sick in the Royal Rumble sins. So if you're still focusing on yourself, Christian, that's fine. But your videos are still worth reacting to, and it's going to take a while until I stop reacting to these videos until my schedule goes back to normal, since my schedule for next year's summer is going to be big, even though that you're probably not going to be interested in it. Anyway, I'm Lonely Fanboy 48 here, and I hope you enjoyed the new intro and outro.
Wanna go away